We have some news right now. Donald Trump is absolutely furious this morning and blasting CBS News, blasting 60 Minutes, what has become seems like a monthly occurrence, and demanding an apology from CBS and from Leslie Stahl, the host of 60 Minutes, over what he perceives as a direct attack on him. After last night's interview with Marjorie Taylor Greene got great reviews, great ratings, but it did attack the president of the United States. Marjorie Taylor Greene with Leslie Stahl directly went after Donald Trump for a whole host of things, including the fact that he has abandoned the United States of America, abandoned America first. She talked about the death threats she's received and much more. But this morning, Trump did not wake up happy about it. So make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Spread the word. Consider subscribing to my Substack. Click the link below to support my work. This is what Donald Trump said this morning. The only reason Marjorie Trader Brown, Greene turns brown under stress. Before I continue, if you have to explain your nickname or your insult, it's really not good. So he should try again. When bad is that she was jilted by the president of the United States. Certainly not the first time she has been jilted. Also not really sure what he's referring to there. Too much work, not enough time, and her ideas are now really bad. She sort of reminds me of a rotten apple. Marjorie is not America First or MAGA because nobody could have changed her views so fast, and her new views are those of a very dumb person. That was proven right last night when washed-up, Trump-hating 60 Minutes correspondent Leslie Stahl, who still owes me an apology from when she attacked me on the show, with serious conviction that Hunter Biden's laptop from hell was produced by Russia, not Hunter himself, totally proven wrong, interviewed a very poorly prepared trader who, in her confusion, made many really stupid statements. My real problem with the show, however, wasn't the low IQ trader. It was the new ownership of 60 Minutes Paramount would allow a show like this to air. They're no better than the old ownership who just paid me millions of dollars for fake reporting about your favorite president, me. Since they bought it, 60 Minutes has actually gotten worse. Oh well. Far worse things can happen. P.S. I hereby demand a complete and total apology, though far too late to be meaningful, from Leslie Stahl in 60 Minutes for her incorrect and libelous statements about Hunter's laptop, President DJT. It appears as though Donald Trump may be preparing to sue CBS News in 60 Minutes for a second time. And I read this morning, and I was actually, I wasn't surprised. In this day and age, when you cave to Donald Trump, you have to either be 100% pro-Trump, 100% pro this White House, or you get thrown to the side the moment you are not 100% on his side. And so CBS News in 60 Minutes thought it did something big by essentially saying, you know what, Mr. President, we're going to pay you millions of dollars. We're going to settle this lawsuit with you that you filed over the Kamala Harris 60 Minutes interview. We're going to do that as a favor to you. And then we're going to make sure that you approve this new merger between Paramount and Skydance to ensure that whoever we install as the new head of CBS, which ended up being Barry Weiss from the Free Press, would essentially be will be a good job. Do a good job for you, sir. We'll do a good job for this administration. We'll have fair and honest and balanced news. Fine. Trump approved it. Trump got his $10+ million from CBS without any fight from them. And then the moment that they turned around and they aired something that wasn't 100% pro-Trump, he got mad. And now you're seeing the results, that he may now sue CBS for a second time because of how mad he is. And I think that just underscores exactly the problem with where we're at as a nation. When you have an institution, when you have a media company cave to the president of the United States the way CBS did, what ends up happening is you have a situation like this where the president of the United States can now go after CBS News again because he knows that the precedent they set, that they will cave again. And if he goes and sues Leslie Stahl, or if he goes and sues CBS, or if he demands CBS fire Leslie Stahl, he's likely going to get what he wants because of the precedent CBS set. And well, Marjorie Taylor Greene is responding to Donald Trump this morning. She says, quote, "I am America first. Thank you for your attention to this matter, MTG." On the left, you have, these are two graphics created by the group Track APAC to track donations from the AIPAC from the Israel lobby to American politicians. On the left, you have Marjorie Taylor Greene, who says, the graphic says, received $0 from AIPAC. On the right, you have one that shows Donald Trump receiving about $230 million from AIPAC. Now, during the interview, Marjorie Taylor Greene said that breaking from Donald Trump wasn't a decision that came too lightly, but it was a very important decision for herself and for her family. Leslie Saul said it was a sudden, and she said, yeah, it was sudden, but a lot of things changed. I stood for women who were raped when they were 14 years old, and the president that I fought for 5 years called me a traitor for that. And so that changed the landscape of things. Marjorie Taylor Greene went on to kind of attack Donald Trump directly, saying that Trump did the same thing where Donald Trump brought the leader of al-Qaeda that was wanted by the U.S. government, now the president of Syria, into the Oval Office. Within a week, he brought in Crown Prince MBS, who murdered an American journalist. And then he brought in the newly elected Democratic Socialist mayor of New York. That was a time span that he called Greene a traitor. She also said that after Trump called her a traitor, she got a pipe bomb threat to her house, and she got several direct threats on her son, which I think is pretty significant because it shows that Donald Trump's words have actions. Now, let's take a look at what Donald Trump had to say before about these threats.
Greene says her life could be in danger because of the rhetoric.
Her life is in danger? Who's that?
Marjorie Taylor Greene, she says.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't think her life is in danger. Frankly, I don't think anybody cares about her.
He doesn't think her life is in danger. He doesn't think anybody cares about her. But she did go on to blast him for his position, saying that he is essentially an establishment shill, that Trump has passed a crypto bill that helped out all the crypto donors. He has served Israel's interests, even attacking Iran. He has served Big Pharma. He didn't take away the COVID vaccines that we wanted to see taken away. So those are the areas that are still getting everything they want, while the people, we're still out here we want to see action on the areas for the American people, not for the major industries and the big donors. So this big, beautiful breakup, which initially we thought was going to be between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, that happened. This one's the second one, really, between him and Marjorie Taylor Greene. But it's impacting his relationship with the media in a way that everyone should have predicted, and that when CBS caved to Donald Trump, now Donald Trump is firing back at CBS, and we may get a second lawsuit against CBS News and 60 Minutes and even Paramount and Skydance and Larry Ellison, which could complicate a whole host of issues, including the sale of TikTok, including this upcoming merger between Warner Brothers and Netflix, which Paramount's now making a last-minute bid for. So we're going to see what happens next. But the president of the United States, he is not a happy camper today. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to support my work. Click the Substack link below, subscribe there, and I'll see you soon.